What's up my dear boys and girls, it's your Ranger here, and a lot of people ask me for my opinion on the new Pokemon openings. So with that in mind, if you want to know more, then grab some popcorn, grab some cookies, and let's do this. Before I'll go a little bit more into detail, let's talk about the overall opening. This time the song is called Your Adventure or Kimi no Bōken, and it's okay. In my opinion, it's a little bit better than Future Connection, but I personally prefer songs with a more catchy rhythm and a fast beat, instead of this rather laid back and calm melody. The visuals are once again great, and I also like how they reference Ash's encounter with HAU, but the last two Sun and Moon openings really didn't get my attention, and in my opinion, the first Sun and Moon opening still is the best one. But anyway, let's talk a little bit more about the content of the opening. After we witness a yawning Pikachu and Ash diving into the ocean, we see past Sun and Moon arcs as some kind of film reel collage, which for me is a little bit bittersweet because I really miss Poipole. Soon after that, we get, in my opinion, one of the most interesting scenes in the opening. Ash visibly being sad about something while looking at a Pokeball. And I know that more than often openings don't mean anything, but I really liked this image right here, as if there was some kind of upcoming crisis between Ash and one of his Pokemon, you know, like Ash Greninja back then, or maybe he just really misses Poipole, and if that would be the case, then it should be a Beast Ball instead. But more than likely they created this image only because it fits the lyrics of the song. But let's move on. His friends are cheering him up, some scenes of Ash slacking around at school, then playing at the beach in the middle of the night, the aforementioned reference to HAU, and after a montage of the gang, the opening follows up with, in my opinion, the best and at the same time the worst scene in the opening. The presentations of his rivals, I guess? I'm very unsure, because in this scene he encounters Gladion, HAU, then Royal Mask. I mean, okay, but at the same time I don't really have anything against that, and Zeraora. On the one hand, I consider this part the best part because it reveals Ash's future battles he has to overcome, and I kinda like that both Royal Mask and Zeraora are seemingly being involved into all this. But on the other hand, I also consider this the worst part because of two things. First, the visuals of this specific scene is, in my opinion, way too similar to the Alola opening. Remember in the first Sun and Moon opening where Ash and Pikachu battle against enemies in that rocky terrain? This right here really reminds me of that, and the visual presentation of the rivals could have been executed much better instead of seemingly reusing concepts of past openings into this seemingly new opening. And because of that, instead of feeling fresh and new, for me it feels more like they're reusing stuff from old days. And secondly, even though I kinda like the reveal of Zeraora, I'd rather would have loved to see somebody else as a rival, you know? Obviously Guzma. The fact that neither Guzma nor Team Skull are in this opening at all shows that they don't really play much of a role in the anime, and even worse, not only that Guzma won't be a rival of Ash, but also he might not even appear in the anime at all. One great potential already wasted, Sun and Moon. I'm kinda glad that Misty and Brock didn't appear in the opening at all, even though they're heavily advertised in the promo poster, because that indicates that they won't have that much of an influence on the anime, like Dawn did in Black and White, which is why she actually appeared in the Black and White opening. But let's sum up the rest. Funny scene of Team Rocket daydreaming before being interrupted by Beware, and the opening ends with Shaggy Eevee joining the crew. Well, that's it, and a lot of mixed feelings about the opening. To sum up everything, I like the overall visuals and the reveals of the rivals, but I don't really like the song, the seemingly copy and paste visuals of the first Sun and Moon opening, and the fact that Guzma doesn't seem to be playing any role in this opening or even in the show at all. Anyway guys, I really hope you enjoyed this little impressions video of mine. What's your opinion on the opening? And just like always, see you guys in the comments down below. Bye guys!